Welcome back to my channel. I am getting so much better about filming for you guys, so more videos to come, but today I am just doing a look, or just doing this look right here. It is fun and sexy, and I actually have not really done my makeup like this in a long time. Being a mom kind of just doesn't really make you feel sexy sometimes, so I kind of just wanted to do something fun, more of like a girls' night out kind of look. I actually am not going on a girls' night out. I'm just going to go watch the fights with my hubby. So I just filmed this, and he actually doesn't know that I filmed this, and so he's probably wondering what's taking so long. But yeah, I just did this nice smoky winged liner with just a little bit of neutral shadow in the crease. It's super easy, and it was so fast to do, and I looked like a hot mess the entire video because I hadn't done my hair yet. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys want to see how to do this look, just keep watching. Bye. Okay, first we are going to start in with the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. I'm going in with clean hands and just priming the face. You're going to want to rub that in all over the face and just get it to until it's like a tacky texture, I guess you could say. It just won't be as creamy, and it'll be kind of tacky, and that's where you want to get it so that the makeup can apply to the face better. Next, we are going in with foundation, of course, the L'Oreal True Match foundation in the color Caramel Beige. I just dab this all over my face in just different areas just to hurry up and get it on my face. And then I go in with the Real Techniques Beauty Blender and just blend that out all over the face. I do use just patting motions just to buff it into the skin and make sure it blends seamlessly. I do it all over my face and just making sure to blend it out through my hairline and underneath my chin down to my neck so that there's no harsh lines and you can't see where my foundation ends and begins. So yeah, just keep blending that out until you get a good coverage. And this foundation is buildable, so if you do need to add more, definitely it's buildable. Next, we're going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Sand. You just want to take some long strokes with that brush and apply it underneath the eyes and anywhere else you want to highlight. I typically do it underneath my eyes, on my forehead, down the bridge of the nose, over my lip, my top of my lip, and on my chin. That's where I like to bring light to the most, but you guys can do it wherever you feel necessary. Then I have my war paint on. Next, you're going to take that Real Techniques Beauty Blender and use the flat side and go ahead and just blend that out underneath the eyes and on top of the eyelids. I typically just use my concealer as a primer for my eyes, just because it works the exact same for me as a normal eye primer would. But yeah, just continue to blend out, making sure that you are getting that all blended in with your foundation and that there's no harsh lines with the concealer. Next, we are going to go in with the Coty Airspun Translucent Powder. You're going to take that powder and just set your under eyes and anywhere else you place concealer. If you are like me and you are kind of oily and your skin tends to get oily throughout the day, go ahead and set your entire face with this powder because it is amazing and makes your makeup last so much longer throughout the day. So definitely go ahead and don't be afraid to apply it all over the face, honey. Next, we're just going to go in and do the eyebrows. For this look, I wanted to do something simple and just really natural because I was in a hurry. So I did take the Natural Matte Too Faced palette, and I did take that top shade in Sexpresso. It's just a more darker brown shadow. what I did was take a little fluffy small head brush and just applied the shadow into my eyebrows and just continued to blend it out until I got my desired brow. For the front of the eyebrows, you guys know I am lacking hair in that area. So I typically just blend out as much as I can and try to create soft lines so that it looks like I have hair. But for this one, I just kind of blended out the fronts of the eyebrows and it worked out fine. Next, we're going to go in with a fluffy brush and go ahead and just take off all of that excess powder. You don't want to have that sitting under your setting tan powder if you use some. Next, we're going to go in and do the concealer and just go ahead and clean up those brows. I typically just use a angled brush and just shape out the brows and just clean up any areas that I overdid the eyebrows and just blend out the concealer with my finger. Next, we are going to go in and start on the eyes. I am taking that Too Faced Natural Matte Palette and starting off with the color Honey Butter. And I'm just taking a small fluffy blending brush and just applying that into the crease. For this crease, I wanted to do it a little bit differently, so I am just kind of following my natural brow bone, my crease bone, and just lightly feathering it out to the outer corner of my eye just to create more of a cat eye effect. So you're going to want to just blend that back and forth using circular motions just to make sure that there are no harsh lines in the crease. Go ahead and apply that to the second eye and just go back and forth just to make sure everything's all blended. Next, we're going to go in with that top shade called Heaven. It's just a nice white shadow. I did pack this on the lid and then go ahead and just blend it out to make the eyeshadow look a little bit more airbrushed rather than packed down. I wanted to keep it kind of soft on the lid just so it wasn't taking away from the eyeliner that we're going to do. Next, we're going to go in with this shade Chocolate Cookie and just go ahead and apply that into the crease just to give it a little bit more dimension and depth to the eye. With just the one shadow, it wasn't really doing much for me, so I decided to add in that second color just to give it a little bit more of a look. So you'll just go ahead and blend that out. Next, we're going in with a clean, fluffy brush to just kind of blend everything in and blend out any harsh lines that are there from us just adding it into the crease and just blending it all out to the outer corner of the eye. Next, we start on the eyeliner. I'm taking the Maybelline Master Precise and just lining the lash line of my eye. I did slow this down a little bit so you guys could see a little bit more of what I was doing. But I just like to take the eyeliner and kind of drag it across my eye to make sure I get a nice straight line. And then I just fill in the spaces that I missed right underneath, just to make sure that I have a nice smooth line. And then go ahead and just fill in that inner corner of the eye and any spaces that you missed. I try to stay typically down lower to the lash line so that we can build the wing. Next, I'm going in with the Rimmel Glam Eyes eyeliner, liquid liner, and I am just creating that outer wing. I did just create the wings first so that I had kind of like a stencil in order to fill the rest of my eyeliner in. Next, you're going to go in and drag from the middle of your eye and just go ahead and create that wing. You're going to want to drag it out to the end of the corner of the wing, if that makes sense. I do just grab a little bit at a time just so I'm able to kind of guide myself better and making sure that I'm not going over the top and making it all globby on the eyeliner on top of my lid. So I just take a little bit at a time. I kind of let it harbor up at the top of the eyeliner and then just pull from there and fill in the wings of my eyes. So go ahead and just color those wings in and just make sure that you are not creating them or making them any bigger than they need to be, because that's what's going to happen when we smoke out the liner. So next I am just taking a dark brown shadow. It's almost black, but not entirely black. I wanted to create a little bit of dimension and depth with the shadow. So I'm just right now applying the shadow to the wing liner just to create a base. What we are going to do next is go ahead and just clean off that brush and feather out the shadow just to create a little bit of a smoky effect. You want to get at least a good amount of shadow on there before you clean it off, and then just go in and buff it out. Depending on how big you want your eyeliner is how much you're going to buff that smoky shadow out. So I didn't want it too big, so I just kind of did it really quickly. Next, we're going in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in the color Carbon Black. I totally fast forwarded through my eyelashes because they take forever. So just be sure to coat the bottom and top lashes with your desired amount of mascara. I absolutely adore this mascara just because it really creates so much length and volume to the lashes. It's amazing. Next, we are going to go in and do the bottom lash line. You're going to want to just add some shadow underneath the waterline and just create one harsh line for now because we are going to go in and buff it in later. So I just like to add in that shadow and just kind of create where I want it to be. I didn't go all the way over to the inner corner just because I didn't want a full smoky eye yet, but next you're just going to take that flathead brush and go ahead and blend out that bottom lash line. Next, I'm going in with the Revlon Color Stay eyeliner in black, and I'm just lining my top and bottom waterline just to create a more smoky eye. Next, I'm going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette just to contour. I'm using that shade Shadow Play and just carving out the bones of my cheeks, my cheekbones, my forehead, and underneath the chin. And then just to clean up that contour, we are taking that Airspun translucent powder and the flat side of the Real Techniques Beauty Blender and cleaning that up. And I did want it just to be a little bit more smoky up there, so I went back in and just kind of feathered it out just a little bit more. Dance break. Next, I'm going in with the Prism blush from MAC, and I am just adding a little bit to the cheeks. I didn't really want this look to take too much away from the eyes, so I did just a little bit and blended it out. Next, I'm taking that big, fat, fluffy brush and just wiping away any excess translucent powder. Lastly, we are going to do the lips. I am going in with Velvet Teddy by MAC. This is the lipstick that Kylie Jenner was quoted to be wearing as when she first got her lip injections. It was like her go-to neutral lip. So I really love Velvet Teddy. It looks amazing on just about anybody. And yeah, you can still find it at MAC. Next, we are just going to do that inner corner highlight. I felt like this eye was missing something, so I just went in with a little bit of that Heaven shadow that we used earlier and did the inner corner. Lastly, I am just taking that NYX Creme Brûlée gloss just to bump up the lip a little bit and just apply that to the lips, and it created a really pretty neutral pinky lip. And that is the final look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you do decide to recreate it, please tag me on any form of social media. And I think that's it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. And let me know what you guys want to see next. Bye.